Alright, make sure you read this. And yeah. Worst mode activated.
Game over, yeah!
Oh, great. Wait. Oh, phew. We're not actually doing this level. Man, this level was really frustrating. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Like with the Bowser level, there were so many lava parts. Just trying to get to that checkpoint at first was hard enough. But then all of a sudden there was those falling platforms, and there was other stuff too. And then when it got to the final Bowser level, it kind of actually got not as cool when you just had to go through a big platform with it being so hard. Like at the end with the giant Bowser. I don't even own New Super Mario Bros. From Wii. I just play it at one of my friend's house sometimes. Yeah, but this deserves to be number 5 for the worst. It's so frustrating too. Ugh, out of my head. Best mode activated. Other than the enemies, this would be a great place to go for vacation if we would ever be able to do this, but this isn't real. But I chose Bobomb Battlefield for Super Mario 64 to be number 5 for best. It's just so it's just so awesome to go in, and it's easy to memorize this place too, where all the places are, and I just really like this. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Also, it kind of started out Super Mario 64. I really liked Super Mario 64. It was a really fun game. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd go with King Bob-omb's Revenge for the best one out of them, but they're all really good. Good job. This is a really cool place. Worst mode activated.
Game over, yeah!
Super Mario 64 may have its good moments, but it also has had its share of bad moments too. Over the Rainbow comes to mind with me. In fact, I probably would have had this before the Bowser one, but it's because of more of an experience I had. Like one time I thought I got the star, but then I looked for the final star forever, and then I realized I never got the star after I tried playing it again. Ugh. I really don't like it also because the flying around and doing this is just pretty hard, and it just isn't one of my favorites. Sorry, Super Mario 64, but you should have thought better with this type of level. But it's not that bad. There's worse ones. Ugh. Best mode activated. Boom shakalaka! Oh yeah, this level is awesome. It's Super Mario 3D Land, the final Bowser level. I like this level because at first it tests really all your strengths. Once you get to Bowser, you have much different types of platforms which are more 3D, and you got to avoid so many things. And once you actually get to a switch, you might think it's over, but nope. He comes back up and he shoots bigger fireballs, and he even gets some Donkey Kong parts by throwing a barrel. But I think that happened before the switch. And then it ended with like you running away from Bowser, like from the back with some blocks in the way, and then getting to the switch and beating him. What an awesome way to finish this game off. Oh yeah. Worst mode activated.
Game over, yeah!
There's also bad moments in Super Mario 3D Land. Well, but this level is pretty frustrating. After going through all that work, going with Mario and Luigi, getting like that flag golden on each level, and that it was just really hard. But then and getting the star coins too, that is, or those coins. But once we got to this level, man, it was frustrating. You had to go through so many obstacles, and it just felt so good once you beat it. But it was kind of frustrating with all those jumps. I don't even know if I'd say it's hard, but it's just so like the 3D makes it so weird to use it. But seriously, this game deserves to be number 3 for worst. Ugh. Best mode activated. We all know how awesome Super Mario Galaxy is, but when I play the final level, geez, it is out of the league awesome. Well, I really like this level because at first it really tested out all of your limits there, and it wasn't actually way too hard to get through each part. and then it showed an epic part to get to Bowser, and then the fight itself was probably the best part ever. Bowser can roll into one of those spiky balls. He can also like shoot fire at us, and it takes like 6 of those hits to take him out, not just 2 in the final one. Unlike the other 2 Bowser battles, this battle is amazing. Good job. Worst mode activated.
Game over, yeah!
Just to let you guys know, watching the video, I actually beat all of the levels that I had in the worst, even though they were really frustrating. Even this one right here, but I really liked Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It was fun, but D1 was probably the hardest level for me. At first it wasn't very hard getting through it, but once I got to that part where you had to go on that one tightrope, with that wind, then it took me forever. And once I lost all my lives, I had to go through all of that again. It was really frustrating. It's a good thing I had this for number 2. I was so good that I beat this one though, and 3, 4, and 5 for worst. Best mode activated. Back to the good moments of Super Mario 64. I chose the Little Big World because it kind of gave a mix of the 2 things that kind of make things interesting. Like one of them is with the big part of it, where you'd have to go on those big Goombas and just ground pound them for more money, and that made it more funny, and then that made it more cool. And then when there were the little Goombas and stuff like that in like that little world, it made it funny when they just try to run into you, and it just made you move, and then they died from it. It's not funny when things die, but yeah, it just seemed like a fail. I just really like this world. It kind of like the scenery of it too. Yeah, it made it. Worst mode activated.
Game over, yeah!
Oh, great. There's been a lot of hard levels here, but this one really is the hardest of the hard. If that makes sense, that is. But seriously, in Super Mario Galaxy 2, I may have enjoyed that game, but this level, at first there was actually a version where you didn't have to do it perfectly, and there's a checkpoint, which is actually pretty hard already. But when the green star came out, or then when you had to do it all perfectly, man, that blew my mind. It was just so hard, and seriously, it's good to have challenges, but Nintendo took it too far this time. I expect more, Nintendo. Come on, don't make us be so hard. I felt so good when I finally made it. I was like, yay. Best mode activated. Out of all the best Mario levels I had to do, I just had to go with the original level. I bet some of you guys would be saying this, ugh, it's kind of boring, or stuff like that, but there's not really much to it, but there really is something to it. This is what started the platforming series of Mario. This was the very first level that started it all. This is why I like it, and it also is really good to memorize it and just hear that first flagpole that you could ever get. Like what I was saying, it was the start to these awesome Mario games. It started it all, so I had to choose the one that gave all of it to us. Good, sometimes the first one just brings the most memories. Yeah. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your friends if you'd like. And help out with subscribing, cause I want to get to 100 subscribers. I'm really near to that. Until next time, bye bye. Clay is swag. Yay.